What it do, y'all? Another new week, another new episode of Tech File. We got NBA playoffs to talk about. We got a PLE to preview, and I got a random football question to throw at the guys about the NFC North.
Hit him hard, let's go. That T-E-C-K, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he damn Mr. Lady. Spitting real talk for the entertainment. Other podcasts stand the game up and they get stuck back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that they better get their nose ready at a home city. You know, get it boss, keeping on the low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get tight than everybody else. Cause you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is technical file.
Welcome to episode 439 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, Timkinz, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. What up, though?
I always like how you don't yell at home, but you be screaming it in our ear in the studio. I'm the RJ.
Only known as
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K here, Mr. Gentleman,
The gentleman,
the everyday gentleman.
24/7.
That's all y'all get.
Hey, it is what
Hey,
it
that's
is.
my line.
He came in, he said, that's my line now too. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms at Technical File, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Technical File Podcast, all spelled out on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, all the things that are free ways to support the pod and help people find us as well. And then you can also join the show when we record live every Tuesday evening. The first comment in the stream is always the Tech File Fam of the Week. And this week, it is Shaolin. What is going on, sir?
What's going on, fam?
We are back indeed. Indeed. We got to talk about Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals is going to start in about 30 minutes or so. So that feels like a good place to start off the show. So where's that whistle at? Let's get it going.
Blow the whistle. Yeah, like you said, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals is tonight. Oklahoma City and San Antonio Spurs are tied 2-2. So I guess I have a simple question. How's this series lived up to your expectations thus far?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
said, how has it?
Oh.
It has it. Honestly, it's been kind of like a heavyweight main event title fight. Like it feels like this could be a lot of people probably said it coming into it. This is the championship game. It's the finals game. It's the finals preview or whatever the case may be. But this feels like this should be the last game of the last games of the season. But coming in, you get the Spurs coming in, Wemby making his impact immediately, then OKC coming back and hitting them 2 times. Like it's for the Spurs to come back around, you got injuries on both sides coming and going. Like you have adjustments, you have everybody kind of not exposing, but kind of seeing where OKC style defense and who versus the rest of the league. So like everybody's got their own thing that's popping up throughout this series. Like some feel like OKC's whistle, some feel like they're getting exposed because they losing against anybody just because they losing. Like just a whole bunch of random shit, but it's done what it's needed to do as far as getting everybody talking and having a conversation about this matchup. Rather that be the conspiracies about the basketball world being crooked or whatever, to just enjoying the game itself in its purity. Like it's been fantastic ball. So I say yes.
That's where I come in at. It's just been good ball. It's been competitive. It's been physical. It's been superstars making big plays. It's been role players catching fire. It's been testy at times. It's been everything that you would look for in a playoff series. So it has definitely come through for me. I hope that we go 7 games in this series. We get at least 6. Hope we get one more out of that as well. I mean, when the Spurs kick it off and you went on the road, it's a series immediately. And then OKC takes one in San Antonio. So it's like every game feels like it's either team's game. The way these teams are adjusting to each other, the little chess matches within the game, they've been really, really fun to watch. How the Spurs have turned SGA into even more of a facilitator in this series so far. Like, I've been enjoying it thoroughly. It has lived up to the expectations for me. What about you, Ken?
Yeah, it's been a joy to watch. Like the Spurs are a good team to watch anyway. But just watching like Tim said, it's like two heavyweights just going at it, man. So it's been great basketball. It's been great to watch.
Yeah, I came in expecting high level hoops, like you guys said, and that's exactly what we've gotten. Um, like I thought that, after watching them play each other in the regular season, it was clear that the Spurs could go toe to toe with them. Like they're uniquely situated with the number of long, rangy defenders that they have, and then obviously, Victor Wembanyama is the ultimate backstop. Like that allows them to be a lot more aggressive on the perimeter with their defense, which is not a luxury that most teams have. You'd have, like Stephon Castle has been like a joy to watch on defense this entire series. Like I know people have made a thing about his turnovers, but like honestly, if he's being aggressive on both ends of the ball, like I can kind of live with him getting in foul trouble. I can kind of live with him turning the ball over a little bit because like so much good comes from like that mindset. And it seems like as the series is going along, especially seeing in Game 4, nobody's going to stop Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like that's out the window. But he's learning how to defend him without getting into too much trouble. And like he's understanding like, okay, I need to get my hands back. I need to move my feet better. I need to make sure, like time my swipes a little bit better. Like it's just been like the chess match of it all. It's kind of like Game 1, San Antonio came out. They took it to them. Games 2 and 3, Oklahoma City was like, okay, we've learned from this. We learned how to beat the trap. We learned how to like exploit the aggressiveness of the San Antonio defense against them, and lead to open threes. And then we see in Game 4, San Antonio's like, okay, we're just gonna guard you one-on-one. We're gonna stay home on shooters and trust the process. And they blew them out, or to a degree, like they blew them out in game. As much as you can, they blew out Oklahoma City in Game 4. So like that was it. It's the chess match for me that's really been like interesting to watch. And I can't wait for Game 5.
Yeah, me either. I see Shalin added he loves Castle and that his game is solid. I think I mentioned, I forget when I did this during the season, but I just had a list of like my favorite young players in the league, and Castle was very, very high on that list. Like the jumper ain't there for him consistently, but his finishing ability, his defense, the hustle, he go after the rebounds. Like, I just like the way he hoops just overall. So this has been
that he had over Isaiah Hartenstein.
That was one
crazy.
of the most violent dunks that I have seen in quite some time.
I like how it was, go ahead. I like how it was right after he got blocked by SGA earlier. It's kind of like, okay, let me recalibrate this. Oh, it's a bigger move. Okay, I got something for that one. I'm gonna go a little further back this time. That joint was crazy.
It's funny because like if you watch enough basketball, it's like as soon as I saw the runway, I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be good. And it wasn't.
Even Reggie too on the call, he was like, "Uh-oh," before he even got to. Like, you can see it when you see the lane clear up. He said, "Uh-oh."
But shout out to iHeart for still standing in there and taking it.
Hey, occupational hazard. Sometimes you're gonna get dunked on when you attempt to be a shot blocker.
So part 2 of my question is, after 4 games, like, have you seen anything that makes you reconsider your picks, like from before the series?
I'm still Spurs. I think I had Spurs in 7. I'm gonna stay with that. But I do know the team that wins Game 5 normally wins the series. I believe it's like 76% of the time. So this is a very pivotal game, as they be saying, the pivotal Game 5. It's a reason they call it that. It's a reason. But I think I'm still staying Spurs.
See, same here.
Yeah, Spurs just
I
seem.
don't know if you obviously weren't
I don't
here,
know if I
but
said it, yeah, but I had the Spurs. Just Wemby is just different, fam. Like the way how he can just alter like a game at any moment. Like I just feel like Wemby is the truth. So yeah, I got the Spurs instead of it.
you sound like Dr. Robotnik over here.
Oh, for real.
Yes, playing beeps and bloops.
I don't know what you do about a 7-3
4, 5, 6.
dog like that's shooting threes from 28 to 30 feet. You could barely contest a shot face up, and you got to chase and try to who the hell contesting that?
And like the thing is, like, yes, the measurables are what they are. Like he has one of the most like outlier bodies in the history of NBA. But it's the mindset, really. Like he is a killer. Like he really is. Like he has like that superstar mind where it's just like I'm hyper competitive. I hate to lose. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. Like he gonna break basketball. Like again, I think I tweeted this at some point during game one. I'm like, if he stays healthy, like the next decade is his. Like other teams might come and go, but like he is going to be a constant. He's going to be a problem for the next 10 years, barring injury. So it's just it's nothing that we've ever seen before.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Shaolin said, I genuinely don't care who wins the West because whoever does, I believe, is dusting the Knicks. The Knicks may get 2 games, which great segue, sir. Did you see our rundown before we came into this show? That's the question I have for the guys here because we just watched the New York Knicks sweep the Cavaliers. This is a 2-part question. We're going to focus on the Knicks first with them sweeping the Cavs. We're going to focus on the winners here. And the question I have to y'all is, do the Knicks have a real shot to win the title? Because like clearly they're going to the finals. They have an opportunity to win because they're in the dance. They're at the big game. They've made it. But do you think they actually have a chance to win the title going up against whoever it is that comes out the West? I see you ready to answer, E. Go ahead.
I'll say the Knicks have impressed me. And I would say going into the conference finals, I think it was Bobby Marks tweeted something about essentially the winner of the East has a chance because like the games in the West are going to be so high intensity. And like that's kind of borne out. Like we see like the Thunder players are kind of dropping like flies at this point. And like the Spurs, like they're playing, but like they're playing hobbled. So like I do think that the Western Conference teams are going to beat each other up. And like the way that, from the end of the third quarter in game one through the rest of the series that the Knicks just whooped on the Cavs, like you can't help but be impressed. And I give them a lot more of a chance now than I did going into the conference finals. Yeah. Because like you can only play who's in front of you, and like the Knicks have been the buzzsaw since game 4 of the first round. Like they have the highest.
Housen lifted the curse.
Basically, shout out to Dan Housen. But like they have one of the highest point differentials in NBA playoff history, and have won 10 straight games.
11 now.
11 straight games. Haven't lost a game since I believe it's April 23rd or 24th, and it's now May 26th. So you got to give them a chance. Like I know people talk about the Eastern Conference like it's the JV conference, which it has been over like the last 2 decades. But like this is a real team that's coming out playing their best basketball at the best possible time.
I think that the Eastern Conference tends to be more competitive in those middling playoff teams, where the West seems to have a little bit more top end talent in it. But Ken, I know you've been riding for Knicks fans. You've been wanting to see a Knicks finals, and now they're either going to have to go up against the defending champions or the alien that is Wemby. So do you give the Knicks a shot?
I do. Like for the past 2 years, I've been like heavy on the Knicks. I've been a little too heavy, I felt like, on the Knicks. Like I damn near, but like they have all the tools to win the NBA championship. I feel like that they've been showing us this playoff series that they are serious, that they have the role players. Cat been stepping up. Brunson is that dude. Like he is showing that he's a star. I feel like they have everything. Mike Brown is a good coach. It's not going to be easy, but I definitely feel like the Knicks can definitely pull off getting a championship. And just think about how the city gonna be. Like Knicks fans are fucking nuts, fam. Like they gonna burn the fucking city down if they get a chip. Like I want to see just the pure shenanigans, the pandemonium. Just when they got to the finals, they was acting a fool. So just think what they're gonna do if they win the championship. Like I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's the city would turn into Gotham. If they win a championship. Tim, what were you about to say?
I'll go with they do have a shot. Like you said, we'll get to it a little bit later, but somebody who could be considered for one of the all NBA teams, and Cat. Like he said, though he's stepping up. Like Cat actually had a hell of a season during the regular season. Like 20 and 12 a game on 50% shooting ain't by accident. He was cooking, and I think he was shooting like 30. I think it's 36% from three too. So you have a guy over there that you could arguably put, even if you want to say all NBA third team. Like he was doing this thing this season to the point where you have someone that can. I think Cat's ability to step up and be that type of player is forgotten sometimes because of the fact that he'd be having these moments where you be like, I don't know, is Cat gonna be the one to help us get it there? But he still is a pretty reliable player, like a damn good player at 7 feet. Like he's still one of the best 7-foot shooters like in the league. Like you have to give some credence to what Cat brings to the table as far as offensively and the rebounding aspect of it. You got the other guys on the wing and shit, so you're gonna have the bodies and the defense and the energy and the tenacity and the Josh Harts and the OGs and all of them to chase the Thunder players who, if they make it there, they hobble. Or if they go to San Antonio, they got enough for smaller or bigger wings to be able to chase around those guards. So like New York is built more so to defend most teams in this league, honestly, unless it's Wemby. Like ain't nobody got to answer for that nigga. But outside of that, like they're actually built to defend and go against a lot of teams, especially a team kind of like OKC. They got the Mitchell Robinsons in there to kind of match the size with the Chets and the Hardensteins and stuff. So, and like I said, Cat is 7 feet as well. So they do honestly have a squad that can give either team a problem, especially after this dogfight they're gonna be in.
Honestly, I will push back a little bit on that, and I know you ready to go, Camille. I just want to push back on that a little bit. Like honestly, I think that they probably have the type of defenders that you will want against the Wembanyama. Like if you notice what Oklahoma City is doing, like they're throwing guards against them, just strong guards like Dorton, Jay Will, and Alex Caruso. Like if you can supersize those guys, you basically have the Knicks wings where you have OG, who I think is probably like the best situated to kind of at least be able to
play that role.
Yeah, like that's probably like the build that you want, like a big, strong dude that's long and athletic that can also chase them around. Like I would say like yes, like to your point, like I think that they actually have the defenders to kind of be in the class of Oklahoma City and San Antonio, at least on the wings.
I do too, and I think that the Knicks have to get their respect in the sense of they have done something we have never seen in NBA history. So like for the people who think that they're going to go to the finals and just get blown out, I can't subscribe to that. We haven't seen a playoff team that has won 11 straight playoff games like this since the 2017 Warriors, which had KD and Steph and all them, and they won the championship. The 99 Spurs, which as we know what they was looking like, they won the championship. The 2001 Lakers, who did that and also won a championship. But you also have the 1989 Lakers who did get swept in the finals after winning 11 straight playoff games to get there. But the point is, you're in the company of the KD Steph Warriors, the Tim Duncan Robinson Spurs, the Kobe Shaq Lakers, the Magic Worthy Lakers, and now you're talking about the Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Knicks doing this too. They're getting the closeout games and they're blowing teams out. They beat the Hawks in a closeout game by 51. They beat the 76ers in a closeout game by 30. They pummeled the Cavs by 37 points in a closeout game in Cleveland. And the thing about it is that they were able to get a sweep in a series where Jalen Brunson shot like crap from three. Because they're getting contributions from Mikal Bridges. They're getting OG showing up, Cat showing up. They've shown that they can play offensively in different ways. They can go ISO heavy with Jalen Brunson. They can use Karl-Anthony Towns as a hub to like run their offense that way. They can send those other guys. You can dare Josh Hart to shoot, and he gonna at least attempt them. It's gonna be a dare game, but at least now he's attempting the shots. Like, I think the Knicks have earned a lot more respect from me, like Eric was saying, after these conference finals, and just seeing how professionally they are dismantling teams. I don't care if you want to look at the East and say, well, that competition is worse than what you have in the West. If that's the case, wouldn't a good team blow them out like we saw the Knicks do? So I think the Knicks need to be taken seriously in the NBA finals for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I almost said like my analysis before the Eastern Conference Finals was like the Knicks should on paper like this shouldn't be close, but I feel like the Knicks gonna nick and like they're gonna give up 1 or 2 games just off of playing down in the competition. And like I said, through 3/4 of game 1, I was like, see, that's what I'll be talking about. But like from that point on, like they did not like they took care of business. Like somebody, oh yeah, Serious Sensei said they handle business when it's time to handle business. Like that hasn't been the case with Knicks teams in the last couple of years, and like it seems like they've gotten over that hump, and like they have more than a puncher's chance against the Western Conference champion.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Cuz in the comments, he said 11 straight is still top tier. Agreed with that. He added it's a full team effort. And Shaolin said, this is what I've seen in Rush Hour 3 where the lady takes off her wig. The Knicks are fool's gold. We gonna see. I think they gonna make it a lot more difficult for whoever come out the West than you expect.
Not calling the Knicks Medea.
Right. We got Marcus in the comments.
Man,
What's
where you
up,
been,
good
man?
sir?
Marcus, you've been MIA.
He said he wasn't coming back till you came back, Ken.
We back then.
All right, the second part of my question.
Okay.
With the Cavs being swept, with the Cavs having the most expensive payroll in the NBA and getting done the way that they got done in the Eastern Conference Finals, where do you think the team goes from here? And a little table setting before whoever wants to answer this first goes. We have heard it seems unlikely that Kenny Atkinson is gone. It seems like he'll be returning. Seems very unlikely that Donovan Mitchell will be moving. Seems very likely that James Harden will be back. And it seems as if they view the core of that team going forward right now to be Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley. I feel like those are the 3 guys right now where it's like, this is who we know for sure we're going to have. That said, where do the Cavs go? Because I looked at it and I said, I think this is one of those situations for the Cavs where they had a good season. Like the regular season, they were kind of underwhelming after what they did last year, but then they found their stride. I think the Cavaliers making it to a conference finals, the first time they've done so since LeBron James had been there, not something that they've done regularly even before LeBron James got there. So it's a big moment for the franchise and where they got to. But I just feel like when you're the most expensive team and then you get blown out like that, it shows that you're not one of the top teams in the conference and something needs to change. So it's like, where do you go next? That dog is so cute. Okay, Eric, go ahead.
What up, dog?
Yeah, let him see. Don't mind the cone.
Why does the dog have a comb?
Is his name James Harden?
No, I took him to the groomer. I took him to the groomer and they accidentally nicked him. So he had to get stitches.
Oh, sue the groomers.
Lick the screen if you need help, puppy.
Go ahead.
Not lick the screen.
When you see him bite.
Go ahead, E.
Yes, I think we can look at this season as a little bit of a disappointment, just because of the up and down nature of it, and honestly, like the meek way that they went out in the Eastern Conference Finals. But they did make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and actually, Steve Jones Jr. on Twitter posted an interesting stat. which is that since 2022, 23.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Either way, for the last few years now, the team that's lost the Eastern Conference Finals has come back the following year and won it. So I know you said that they don't feel close right now, but if history is any guide, like they actually are pretty
It ain't
close.
gonna be for them. It's not gonna be for them. That streak gonna come to an end with Cleveland. They not winning the East next. I will put money on that today without knowing any other move. They're not winning the East next year.
Because James Harden's on the roster.
Yes.
You know,
fair enough. Although I will say we were probably equally disappointed in the way the Knicks lost to the Pacers last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were really close to blowing things up and bringing in Giannis. So you never know, like sliding doors, whether you need to stay the course. Like it basically, like the point of him tweeting that out was like it's steps. Like you got to go through failure to break through to success for the most part. Like these teams in the Western Conference Finals are kind of bucking that trend, but like historically in the NBA and especially recently in the Eastern Conference, it's kind of been you got to take your lumps in the playoffs and figure out how to win together, and then you break through. I would say that they're a lot closer than they might seem. Like they have a closer in Donovan Mitchell. They have a table setter in James Harden. Like I know it's James Harden. I've made all the jokes that there are about playoff Jimmy Harden. You don't need to tell me. I mean, Mobley is still like a young big. They have avenues to get better. And it sounds like their payroll stuff isn't as onerous as it seems because James Harden, I'm assuming as a byproduct of like, I'm assuming this has been locked in since before he got traded there, but it sounds like he's going to take a lower salary next year to kind of help with their luxury tax stuff. So again, like they have pathways. I think the double big look, that may not be for them, but like they can kind of turn Jared Allen maybe into an actual wing defender. You know, like basically it's like they have the bones. Like if their core is what you said, which is Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley. That's a start, and that's a lot more than a lot of Eastern Conference teams have.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Which one of you two want to go next here?
But also don't come hitting my line. Like I don't want. I just said good things about Evan Mobley. I do not want him to be the centerpiece of my basketball team going forward.
Shit, hey, let me. You know, if they doing a fire sale, I'll take Jared Allen off their hands. Go ahead, don't bring him over this way. I don't know what they got going on in Milwaukee, but we gonna keep Jericho Sims. You talking about supercharging, nigga?
Jericho Sims also makes like a fourth of what Jared Allen makes.
We talking about supercharging. Contract inflated as well. I guess everything got to be.
Jared Allen feels like a piece you add to Milwaukee when you about to contend.
I've always been a fan, but
and you wrong center like it's Miles Turner that you need to be compared to.
No, I'm good on Miles, but I think that Cleveland should change some things up. I mean, I get the concept. It's kind of weird when you was talking about it and you saw the tweet. I was like, I know I've mentioned it before without realizing that it was a legit pattern. Like, because like the Western Conference, for example, like, you know, first you got to hit that L at the Western Conference Finals, and you kind of come back later and got to get to it. Like, I didn't recognize that it was actually a pattern up to that point.
Only in the East, not in the West.
Right. It was a thing that I was like, that's kind of seems to be the story of the NBA at the moment or something like that. But it was, if you keep this team, you banking on the rest of it honestly probably being development. Like you're expecting Mobley to take another step, then hopefully kind of grow into what you expected him to be with the compensation that he's drafted at. Like you said, kind of turn Jared Allen into expanding his defensive range a little bit. You see that he took a step this season scoring and defending and rebounding and stuff like that. So like he actually had a pretty decent year. I can understand why they will keep it together. Honestly, I just don't trust it. I just don't trust because like you didn't get one win. You didn't get one.
They finished their playoff run with an 8-10 record,
and you kind of fought your way to this point, literally every series. So it was like I can see if there was like this was a lot younger team, and you'd be saying that. But it's kind of like they were like right there in the middle. And then one of your biggest pieces is your oldest player in essence. and you got to go through a whole nother 82 with him, and then expect him to show up through the playoffs again next year.
So I have a question. Like, would you guys be as disappointed, more disappointed, less disappointed had they lost Game 7 to Detroit, but it's like a close game?
I really thought Detroit was going to win that joint. I ain't going to hold you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if it's Game 7 in Detroit, they lose by 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think overall perception of some of the players on the team would be a little bit higher, because wasn't that the series where James Harden did have like the this is what y'all wanted game pretty much. Because I think the disappointment will probably still be high if they lost in the second round, because again, same kind of framework as we laid out about why it's disappointing they lost the way they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think change would still come, but I think that people would feel a little bit higher about some of the individual players had they lost that way than what we saw, where it felt and seemed like the entire team outside of Donovan Mitchell quit.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Like, I don't
inspiration or energy behind running it back to me.
I think the tweaks would be like Jared Allen's probably gone, Max Strus is probably gone, but they keep that core where it's Harden is valuable, but I think what they really need if they want to take the step next year is that Evan Mobley has to be the second best player. He has to be their second best, if not their best player. James Harden can't be in that 1 or 2 slot. James Harden has to be the third best player on the floor.
And I still think that it was the right move for them to change. Shit, I sound like the Cavs now, but I do think process-wise, like making the switch from Garland to Harden, like I still think that's a net positive. Like I think that they would be in the same spot and probably a worse spot if it's Garland.
Yeah,
like in this playoff run versus Harden. Yeah. So like I don't think that was necessary. I don't see that as a mistake. Like I don't think we need to relitigate that necessarily. But like to your point, well, to both of your points, they need Evan Mobley to be their second best player at least. And I think that there is room for internal growth, especially with him specifically. Like I think somebody asked him in the post game, like, what do you need to grow your game? And he's like, I actually need to narrow down the things that I do offensively. Like he doesn't need to try to do 50 million things on offense. Like honestly, if he assumes like the role that Jared Allen had once they got Harden, which is be a lob threat for James Harden, like Avisa Zubac, Clint Capella, countless bigs throughout the history, like Nick Claxton when he was in Brooklyn, like have feasted on just James Harden setting you up for plays. And you factor in the fact that he can stretch out and shoot threes theoretically. Like there's more there, but like you trying to be an offensive initiator, like that's not his. I don't think that's necessarily his strong suit at this point. So it's like, don't focus on that. Focus on, it's kind of like the DeAndre Ayton thing where it's like, focus on what you do good as a big and just be great at that. And like that does so much more for a team than you trying to be like, oh, look what I can do. I can take somebody off the dribble. I can do all these fancy like up and under moves, and I can do all these off the dribble. Like we don't need that from you. I need you to focus on being a big and being the best big that you can be.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Ken, any closing thoughts on the Cleveland Cavaliers, their season, what they should do next, James, whatever about Cleveland as their season has now come to a whimper of a close?
Yeah, I feel like that Cleveland will be in this same position next year. Like, and during the regular season, they'll be top 3, maybe top 5, maybe top 3 in the East. But I feel like they're going to be exactly where they are now. They'll be, regular season, they go be a great team. But when it comes down to playoffs and we get to 7-game series, I think they go implode like they did this season.
I think that point should not be overlooked, because I think Kenny Atkinson got outcoached thoroughly in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then to hear him talk about analytically, it's a 2-1 series. Like, no, it's not.
No, bro, look at the scoreboard.
Scoreboard analytics too, my guy. Like you lost.
Data too, my nigga.
You lost.
Factuals.
What happened was,
I'm not trying to hear that. Like you lost. Like analytically.
I think even Harden was like, I still feel like we the better team. Like you can't say that when you get smoked like that.
Yeah, some of the comments that came out afterwards, I was like, what? What? Really? Okay. Y'all got it. All right. Tim, all NBA teams. Let's talk about it.
So the All NBA teams came out this week. A lot of the end of the season awards came out this past weekend. But I mean, my thing was the All NBA teams here. So, were there any snubs? I'm gonna give you the first team, second team, third team. I just want to know if there's any player that you may have been like, they probably could have deserved a shot. All NBA first team, SGA, Jokic, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, and Cade Cunningham. All NBA second team is Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson. All NBA third team is Jalen Duren, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson, Tyrese Maxey, and Jamal Murray. So was there any player that you think may have or could have had an argument for any of these all NBA teams, or we good here?
I'll say this as just the general thing. Again, like the 65 game rule and how that affected some of the names that we see here. Like I'm glad that Luka and Cade were able to win their appeals and make it because they had first team types of seasons. I hate to see that, Ant wasn't able to get there. I think he played 61 somewhere, low 60s for him this season. He did not win his appeal to be considered for all NBA. So like those types of things, it's like I kind of need that to be tweaked a little bit. Mm-hmm. The only quote unquote snub, like a name I was kind of curious about to see if he would make it or not, was Scotty Barnes. I was curious to see if this would be the year where we get like a third team for Scotty Barnes. I thought he had that type of season. I think Cat probably like a third team consideration, even though he had a down year shooting for him. So I can get why he didn't make it. But Scotty was the one for me where I was like, oh, I wonder if he was going to make it. But seeing who made it above him, like I can't be mad at the names I'm seeing here. But like I think Scotty Barnes was somebody who should have, he's in the conversation of it. I know he was upset that he did not make it, period, this year.
What about your boy Denny?
Who boy?
I thought you liked Denny.
He ain't on my short list. I respect him, but don't my boy him to me.
Oh, yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous to say on the internet. Like, him specifically.
We ain't that close. Considering I would have Scotty over Denny at Avdia, but yeah, I said what I said. Scotty was the one for me that I was kind of curious to see if he would make it or not. I was also curious to see if Jaylen Brown would make first team after the season that he had. But again, I don't know who you drop from first team.
Right. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that.
But you ask him, it's all political, but it's like, who you taking off, man? Like, again, especially when players do it, it's like, okay, tell me who you think you better than.
Yeah. So
we can have the conversation. But like, just don't tell me like I should be first team all NBA. And just leave
for
it
who?
at that. Like,
we need the for who.
Or like I should be an all-star over player X. Like that's what I want to hear when you talking snubs, especially when it's the players. I don't have any quarrels with it. Like I think that this is where the 65 game rule comes into play more than even like the individual awards. And this is honestly what they implemented it for in the first place, because like money is tied to making all NBA. But like, yeah, I think all NBA previously was more of a snapshot of like who are the top 15 players in the league, factoring in positions.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't feel like that anymore, because like once you get down to third team, like you really are kind of like splitting hairs at like, is this guy, is he the 25th best player or is he the 28th best player? It's like I don't really want to see that.
Ken, how you feel?
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I think, and the rules. I don't know. Maybe the rules should be tweaked a little bit, just because of the names that we're used to seeing. Like everyone expected to see, players like that. But looking at the list, I can't really be mad at it.
Yeah.
How many games did Brown play?
He played enough. No, he did not play enough. I think he played 50s, like low 50s, I think, this year.
I can tell you.
But yeah, LeBron was out pretty early 60. On of like, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, he ain't gonna make it. But I don't know if he would have made it even if he played the 65, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of pacing himself, especially up first half here. Yeah. But like, if somebody's looking at the ballot and they're like LeBron James or Jalen Duren, like,
I would hope they would have went with Jalen Duren, but you never know. You never know. That's the whole point of the conversation. You never know. All right, let's move into
like that's colored by his playoff performance, but
which it shouldn't be, but alas. Let's get into some wrestling here because we have a PLE this weekend, Clash in Italy. So we're just gonna go through the card, 5-match card, and give our predictions on it. Really, they can call this PLE the rematch card.
Back-Lash 2.0 and shit.
Running back in Italy, motherfucker.
The running back PLE.
Running Back-Lash.
Yeah, running.
That's the title right there. Someone write that down. Running Back-Lash. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's hear these predictions here. Cody, and let me start by saying this too. Looking at everybody's predictions outside of Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, where we have a universal agreement that we feel like Brock Lesnar is going to win that match.
Yeah, he ain't coming back to look.
No, he's not. Like, this is setting up the trilogy for
the SummerSlam.
Yeah.
He saw the memes. He's like, "Oh, I can't let you niggas get too high."
Y'all thought it was sweet.
Outside of that match, every other match, there is somebody with like, I'm going on my own limb, and I'm not. Oh nope, something got changed here. Rhea and Jade is also all Rhea Ripley now. I forget which one of y'all had Jade, but it is now all Rhea Ripley.
I was like, they ain't gonna let Jade be Rhea.
So let's focus on the matches where we have some dissension. And we'll start with Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the undisputed WWE Championship. Everyone is thinking Cody Rhodes, but Mr. Eric J, what is making you think that Big Goon is walking out with the title after this one?
I mean, baseline is Gunther in Europe. Like, one, Gunther don't lose. Also, Gunther don't lose in Europe. The only thing that's kind of like throwing me off is like they've already announced that that's going to be one of the first two matches. So like, do they start off the card with a title change? And like the other matches, Rhea and Jay, which is like our other kind of like, universally across the board kind of match. So like, I still think like Cody's title reigns have been like cold boogers. Like, it's just not. Cold boogers on a plate. It's just nothing, just dead, just ugh. Like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it personally, and I don't feel like there's a lot of heat with it. Like, it's just it's not giving for me. But like, also, I haven't been watching SmackDown, so I have no idea what the build is like. I don't know. That's what I've heard.
Ken, what's your rebuttal to Cold Booger title reign for your boy Cody?
Cold Boogers is crazy. I ain't gonna say that, but it has been very mid. Like, his title, Cody is always better chasing. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's that is the truth. Like, once he gets it, it's just like, all right, we here now.
Does he need a vacay?
You said what?
Does he need a vacation?
I think it would be a good time for him to do it.
I think he needs side quests. Like, he don't need to go away. I just feel like him in the title picture, he been there for the last what 4 years. It's kind of like he had that little feud with Brock, but other than that, he's basically been title picture the entire time, or at least like leading up to a story that's the title picture kind of thing. So it's like just give him a break, give him a little side quest, give him something else to do that isn't I need to be the champion of the world type of thing. And I think like you'll get him a little bit more like positive reactions from the crowd.
Yeah, I think that's what I think we got Cody fatigue. Because it's just like he's been the golden boy for, like you just said, for about 3 years now. And like the same thing happened with Roman too. People was getting sick of Roman for a minute. So sometimes you just get sick of seeing the same, the same guy. It's because now it's to the point like who else do you put up against Cody that he hasn't, gone against right now? And you just you see his name and you see somebody else's name, you just like they ain't gonna let him beat Cody. Like, just because he's the golden boy. And it's like a gift and a curse being like the top dog. Because like, he do all the appearances. Like he has the look like he's the golden boy. He gives you everything you need. But then you get kind of sick with it because it gets stale after a while.
Ooh, Shaolin said he thinks that Cody is ready to be a part-timer. I don't really know about that. I kind of agree with them. Like he's better when he's chasing. That is a true statement. He is better when he's chasing something. Okay. Well, I think Cody retains in that one. Just because it feels like too sharp of a swerve to me to go with Big Goon right now, but stranger things have happened.
And I was like, they haven't had anything for Gunther to do either recently. I think like giving him the title like puts him back at the top and has people kind of chasing after him.
Yeah, I see it. But see, Gunther is one of those dudes. A loss don't hurt him though. Like him losing to Cody, not going like he can get a title match in the next few weeks still. Like him losing to Cody doesn't like hurt him at all either. So that's another thing about being so good. Like he's so fucking good at what he does. It's just like it really don't matter with him.
I agree with you on the loss won't hurt him. Just because of who he is, the type of character he is, the type of reputation he's built. Is like you get in the ring with Big Goon. If you make it out of a match with Big Goon, it's more of a win for you than him. Like, you made it out that motherfucker, my boy, because most don't. So I think that's what he's not necessarily untouchable in that regard, but he's the closest thing to like, it don't matter either way at this point. But I do think that he loses because he's had this thing with Royce Keys a little bit going on too.
Yeah, that
may put Royce closer to the main event picture too. If they're going to try to transition a couple of new people into the scene, if they got to, I'm thinking more. Me personally, start thinking more of like the TKO side of it because I'm like, you see the people that got the quote unquote the bigger stars of the contracts of the company, and you kind of look like okay, either they leaving or they putting their ass to work. Motherfuckers coming back, they wrestling now. Like, nah, you got this. We ain't seen Jade in a feud on this much TV, and I don't know how long. When's the last time we seen her this much? Like, no, you got these big ass contracts. Y'all finna work for these motherfuckers. We finna put y'all on TV type joints.
That's why they put her in the faction.
And so
earn this money.
But everybody down there, hey, y'all got contract. Y'all on this TV now. Y'all we gonna get every penny out of this motherfucker. So I kind of look at some of these situations like that too. And so with Cody and Gunther, I'm like, I feel like if Royce Keys trying to coming into the situation, and him and Gunther had a whole contract signing feud just to get into this match in the first place. I feel like something along that lines will kind of interfere in this to where Cody keeps the belt. But it's not saying that it will be going for too long. It's just it'll be something inserted because Cody's whole thing is I ain't hard to find. So there's gonna be somebody.
I ain't hard to find, but I'm hard to beat.
Yeah, so Royce Keys, like he can wrestle. His Achilles heel is the mic. Like sometimes he stumble over his words, or he don't know. He don't have a personality. Like everything else, physical. Like you see, he's a fucking hoss. Like big boy. Yeah, like, he's huge. Like he's a big dude. Like he has aesthetically, like everything look good, but like his mic skills aren't the best. And everything just feels dry. He needs a manager. Like Royce Keys needs a manager. Like if you could put him with like a Paul Heyman or some shit like that, like he will blow up for sure.
And him and Solo was kind of.
I was gonna say like Solo actually like they teased it a little bit, but like actually Solo probably would be like a good kind of
he need a manager.
mouthpiece for him, which is crazy. Like Solo didn't talk for like the whole first year and a half.
And dude's hilarious. He has perfect
good
comedic timing for wrestling. Like it's crazy.
And so like, and I think if you throw in them, like if Royce Keys decides to come down there, then Solo might come down there, and then this whole damn title picture becomes a whole shit show, and that's just on Gunther's side. So like, and then Cody been talking shit to motherfuckers the last couple of weeks, and Sami Zayn in his face and shit like that. And
I don't know what the Sami Zayn thing is still, but he be cracking me up when he be like, "You're not gonna let me go out there and talk to my day one real fans." I'm like, all right, man.
No, bro. Like I fuck with Sami. That's my boy too. But
oh God, but I don't fuck with Sami.
So it can be a whole. It could be shenanigans in this because of either side and the kind of the way that they've been rocking the last few weeks. So I'm thinking Cody retains just because it might be introducing some other people into the title pictures.
And still,
right. All right. The next match, we have some dissension on. It's E standing alone again. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, tribal combat for the World Heavyweight Championship. I was thinking Roman at first too. I'm not gonna lie, because just the title reign is still young. Like it feels like this could be just another notch in the belt. You keep the title reign going, but something about the way Jacob has been moving, it feels like a champion is waiting.
For real, Fatu been going crazy.
So I have a question, because I really haven't been tapping in with WWE much at all. Is it just for like tribal combat, or is it for the title too?
It is now also for the title.
Okay.
Because at first I thought it was just tribal combat, and then when I looked it up doing the prep for this show, it said tribal combat for the heavyweight title.
Yeah, I can see him riding that all summer. That motherfucker, I'm the tribal chief now. I do it now.
How does this is more character based? It's like, how does Roman Reigns as like under like, because he has to like acknowledge him and be like, "You my tribal chief," and like that's such a departure from what Roman's been. Like I would like to see it, but like I can't envision it. It's kind of like where I'm at.
Maybe it's
like I can much more easily see it's still like Jacob kind of like bumping under, like even if he has to acknowledge him, he's still gonna be, like he's the young buck, like charging up against like not want to be held down kind of thing, as opposed to like Roman going from the mob boss to now I got to be an underling to this crazy dude. Like it just like the character part of it is like where I'm like, I don't see how they get the story.
I got you. Roman is still thinking that he's in charge. So even though he's supposed to acknowledge Jacob, he's still walking around. You need to go outside and you know what? My bad, tribal chief. Like I see him still trying to bark the orders and resisting the conforming to the tribal chief and acknowledging him. He'll say it out loud, kind of like with the Rock and him kind of had that weird tension thing where, okay, I'm here, my nigga, but I'm with you, but I ain't. But I got you for now. Like I can see him kind of like, let me show you how to play this role.
Hey, yo,
Shaolin comment. He said those family reunions could get very awkward. Hey, Cubs, remember when I took your strap?
That sounds like something Jacob would say to him too.
Hey. Give me your cousin the strap is crazy.
Taking your cousin the strap at that is crazy. Reusing strap. You know what? My cousin Jay in the comments said, Fatu being this unhinged is what keeps me from buying in.
Okay. And that's basically what I'm saying. It's like, because like they turned him up like to be even more like crazy, essentially, like more Wild Simone. Let's not use crazy, but like the Wild Simone gimmick is kind of getting played up a lot more post Mania, like since he got into this feud with Roman. It's like that's a great character, but it's also not like head of the family kind of energy too. Like at least from the bloodline that they built up. So, but like we do have like kind of the looming Usos heel turn kind of coming like simmering under the surface. So like maybe this is where they pull the trigger, and it's kind of like
someone go with Fatu.
me going with the maybe I don't know. I can see it, but like I think it's just me being the limit of my imagination is preventing me from picking Jacob over.
There's something there too, especially with
Yo, what you doing? You know what I mean?
right, you know what I mean?
Oh, just cuz.
Especially though with now I forgot my train of thought because
That's my Jacob. that's the energy.
He came in like, hold on, man.
What the fuck you in here doing? Hold this cuz.
but no, we'll see. Oh, but the dissension with the Usos thing, because LA Knight's wrapped into this now too with his beef he got with the Usos. So like, I don't know. I did see a picture of LA Knight. He was with like it was like Montez Ford.
Shower. So it was him, the Street Profits, Solo, Javon Evans. I feel like there was another black dude there.
And everybody was like, well, this is why LA Knight don't be getting booked.
Yeah.
Seth had a fantastic match.
Yes, he did. Raw, they was wrestling on Raw last night. Like real good matches this week on Raw.
They said people were saying like it was in response to AEW apparently putting on like their best pay-per-view ever.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I know you be tapped in.
But they've been on some shit.
I thought about going back and watching it. I might pop it on tomorrow just to
be right. Swerve. This nigga Swerve was going.
I saw what he did. The motherfucker stood on his shoulders and hit him with the joint. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Crazy. And he ain't been on TV for a few months either, so he had to show out.
Okay. All right.
I saw the other black dude turn heel, but I don't know if that's Kenny something.
I'm gonna have to go back and try to find the match.
Oh,
okay.
No, they had a stampede match, and a nigga took 7 super kicks. Like they super kicked this nigga 7 wrestlers super kick one dude at the same time. This shit was ridiculous.
Did he die?
This shit was ridiculous, man.
Last match to discuss, since we all got Rhea over Jade, we all got Brock over Oba. Becky versus Sol Ruka for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This time, Tim is the dissenter, having Becky Lynch retaining. Why do you think Becky retains instead of Sol Ruka becoming the new champ?
I think Becky is on some, I'm going to take her through the ringer real quick before I actually give her the belt. Like, so Lyra was supposed to be part of that. This is my protege, you know, I'm going to have her. So she took her through multiple matches, multiple times before she even gave up the belt. And then even after the fact, took that bitch right back. But like Becky, I feel like it's still, because of when she came through the women's division, how it was, she's still a part of that. I'm going to make them work too class, and I'm going to have them kind of like put them through a little bit of some in her promos. And that's Becky's promos to me, which I've always loved Becky. She also kind of gives a little bit of how she feels during her promos too. So she like, it was kind of like mid promo, I think last week when she was talking to him, it kind of like a switch kind of flipped, and she was just like, you know, you gonna have to earn this, bro. You think you done came in here and you ain't earned nothing. And like, I felt like that was like some real energy behind that. Like, I'm gonna make you work though. Like, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna welcome you to the big time for real. You ain't gonna get it right the first time. Like, I ain't even gonna give you a title shot first. Like, I'm gonna make you go through that. Yeah, you okay, you got it, but nah, bro. So I do think that she loses it to her because she's the next one up.
Yeah, she's the next hit. So, she, just like you said, she the next up. Like, she has everything. Like the fans love her. She got the interest. She got the charisma. She's really good in the ring. Like, she has everything. The personality. Like, she's up next. And Becky is that one to help put somebody over. Like, you beat Becky Lynch, like the sky's the limit for you.
She got to start hitting that finisher more frequently, though. Like, because it's like it maybe it's because I don't watch like weekly NXT, but like I never saw her miss it, like coming up. But like I think she's missed it twice in very prominent spots since she's been on Raw.
Yeah, she's over the.
I hope doesn't, like make them lose faith in her. But like, I think she has everything else. Like somebody said, like female Jeff Hardy, and that's exactly
Yeah,
the type of energy that she has.
For sure.
But with that, they call it high risk maneuvers for a reason because you don't necessarily hit it.
Same boat as like Javon Evans. His move set where you're just like, hey, some of these moves, man, how are you going to do this consistently? But I remember Javon said that sometimes he does them off on purpose because he's like, it feels more real if I can't do it perfectly every single time, where it feels like, oh, that human element, like, oh, you don't know what to expect. Him and Penta, the match they had on Raw last night, again, just some wrestling was happening on Memorial Day on WWE. They put on a show, but I think Sol Ruka is ready. Like the match they had at Saturday Night Main Event, which I think even Saturday Night Main Event, I thought was actually really good this go around with the wrestling. But like she's right there. Like she was supposed to win that match. The cheating occurred again because that's what Becky do, and then to have a rematch made in the back, like she's coming back, like happy she retained her title. I was like, nah. Running Back-Lash, okay? You're going to do this again.
Running Back-Lash.
It feels like the change is going to happen, especially because the way I'm calling the card right now, I mean, it's 4 title matches. I think half of them change. I think the other half stay the same. So that's how I'm looking at it at the moment.
Yeah.
I will say one. It's gonna be a fight tonight in Spurs, Oklahoma City. Like I kind of got this thing on over here, and like every time I look, somebody getting pushed, somebody getting shoved, somebody getting smacked. Like Wembanyama walked through the Thunder huddle like he was Debo. Like it's real Game 5 energy because like once you get 4-5 games into a series, like them teams do not like each other, and like these teams are on the verge of hate at this point.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I'm here for it. Hey.
Right, all the hate. Any other wrestling thoughts?
No.
It should be it's interesting how they running so many pay-per-views and events in 1 month. Like, damn, this is number 3.
But then you got to watch them on 5 different things to even watch wrestling.
Oh, it is difficult right now. It's like watching NBA games during the playoffs where it's like, is this on Prime? Is this on Peacock? Is this on ESPN? I don't know. Need all the apps. I got one question for y'all before we get out of here. Do you think that the NFC North could have 4 10-win teams this upcoming season? I mean, things are going to be a little dicey for the Packers because before we started recording, we saw that Josh Jacobs was turned himself in to the authorities off of 4 or 5 different charges. One was a felony charge. The other 4, like just some heinous accusations against that man. So he might not be playing football this season for all we know. He might be under the jail next thing we know. But
and if he did it, fuck him when he should be.
Exactly. Yeah. That's ridiculous, man.
So, but the question remains for the NFC North, the division that has, I saw someone point out they might have the best quartet of tight ends in the entire NFL. You add Kyler Murray to Minnesota. You saw Chicago win a division last year. The Packers were a playoff team. The Lions were fighting for playoff positioning. Like this division has been competitive the last 2 seasons, really. And now in this third one where the team that was the weak link last year went and got themselves a quarterback. So do y'all think it's possible we see 4 10-win teams in the North this year?
I would say it's just tough mathematically because they play each other so many times.
Yeah.
But I think they all have like 10-win talent is where I'll say.
I agree.
Because I think the thing too for the NFC North this year is that the divisions they're playing outside is the NFC South and the AFC East. So the NFC South, we know you can do something against
Saints, Buccaneers, and Panthers.
You can do something against them. AFC North or AFC East is gonna have some comp with Buffalo and New England, but the Jets
retooled a little bit. The Jets might be one of those.
I hear you, but I would expect every team in the NFC North to beat the Jets.
Yeah, Jets is Jets, man.
They might be some comp this year, honestly.
I still expect every team in the NFC North to beat them. They should be favored. The Jets will not be favored in any of those 4 games. Shouldn't be. I think I'm with E. I think it's the talent is there.
Yeah.
Even if they all played each other and split, that's 3 losses apiece for each team. So they would just have to lose no more than 4 other, games in that season to get to that baseline. So I think I think we might see it this season, to be honest with you.
It's gonna be interesting to see Minnesota and to see like how quickly they'll be able to put it together, or if it's you be like, okay, cool, they got it, but it's gonna take them a while to for it to all gel together, or it could be something like right away, Kyler just turn it up and they, they mess around and win, 10, 11 games. I hope not, but it's definitely possible. So
Marcus added that the Jets field scares him. Scare everybody at this point.
Yeah.
Scare everybody. All right. So I wanted to ask y'all, before we wrapped up and got up on out of here.
You mentioned, and I know we're trying to get out here, but like you mentioned the Jets field, like can I just say like the World Cup, like I saw a video of a guy and he tried to walk from New York City to the Meadowlands. And basically it's borderline impossible, but like he did that because like the tickets to ride the train out there are so expensive. But then he got there and like everything was locked up, and he's like, yeah, you can't do this anyway because like they aren't allowing people to walk onto like the premises essentially. Like you can't even like if you lived next door, which nobody does, but like if you live next door to what is it, MetLife Stadium, like you can't even walk onto the premise. Like it's such a money grab. It's disgusting, and I hate everything about like the World Cup in the US or in North America, I guess, this time around. But like the games hopefully should be good. There's something to look forward to in the next month or two.
When does the World Cup start?
It's soon.
Right now. Because the US team was just announced.
June 11th.
Oh, yeah, it's round the corner. About 2 weeks.
Yep.
Dang, so you'll have the NBA Finals going on. You'll have the World Cup happening. Remember back in the day on Twitter when like those days would happen, you get the little whale, and it's like it's too much. You can't tweet. The site
the fail whale
has had enough.
And then you still have the regular MLB, depending on where you at. If your team's good or not, if you pay attention to it and shit. WNBA going on, watching that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think and I'm trying to find it. So on June 16th in New York, you have France versus Senegal, and it would be Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Oh,
Shaolin point out Stanley Cup too.
Oh yeah,
it's that time of year.
Definitely will be watching the Stanley Cup. I don't even know who's left in the NHL playoffs at this point, but when it's
hockey is lit.
Playoff hockey is fantastic. It is fantastic sporting. And Wimbledon, I believe, is also kicking off. I think this weekend.
French Open.
Is it French Open? It's one of them, I know.
I think so. If it was a new video, then it's the French Open because it was Naomi Osaka. Like she was walking onto the court.
It is the French Open. The French Open. That's going on now. All right, sport it up. That's the show this week, y'all. Make sure you follow the podcast on all the socials at Technical Foul, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Technical Foul Podcast, all spelled out on Facebook and YouTube. And if you would like to follow me, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. Camille Monet. CAMILLEMONAE.
I'm the year, Jay. Like the thing said, don't follow me.
Yeah, follow the pod.
Yep.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter, Snapchat, and Blue Sky.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, B3, aka Ask Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out.
Appreciate y'all for watching. We will be back next week with more Tech File for you.
Adios, muchachos.